I've had this AARMR air carbine in .177 caliber for over an year now. So in this video I shall be discussing all the features it has to offer and my experience with it along with its problems. So please watch it till the end and share it with anyone who you think might be interested. It also features this collapsible stock which can extend all the way back. Being an air carbine, it bridges the gap between a rifle and a pistol. So it is perfect for beginners or for junior shooters because of its size and its light weight. It is approximately around 2.5 kgs in weight. So it is quite light and you can also shoot it single-handedly if you want. Although that would require a bit of forearm strength, it also greatly resembles the HNK MP5. So for firearm replica collectors, it is the perfect go-to without spending a fortune because it is very affordable for how great it looks. It features this manual safety along with bear trap safety, which when the barrel is cocked, it does not let you pull the trigger. So safe to say the gun is idiot proof. And as for the trigger, I'll be demonstrating that shortly along with the cocking procedure. So you give it a little nudge, use a bit of force, you fit the pellet straight right here in the breech, and without using too much force you slam the barrel shut, disengage the manual safety, and then the trigger. It is a two-stage with approximately 1.5 to 1.4 kgs of pull weight, which is very light. It is ideally weighted for maximum accuracy in my opinion. The peep sights are fully adjustable for both windage and elevation. I am adjusting the elevation right here, and for adjusting windage you can loosen the screw and move it as per your desired windage and then tighten it again. This air carbine also features a Picatinny rail. Here you can mount all sorts of optics from scopes to red dots, and here on the bottom you can also mount a tripod or a foregrip. The great part is it features these sling points where you can attach the sling of your choice. As for oiling and maintenance, you must keep this contact area perfectly lubricated, preferably with silicone oil. In my case I have used Vaseline and a mixture of Miller's gun oil because, well, desperate times call out for desperate measures. I'm kind of broke at the moment, so yeah. I would highly recommend keeping a film of oil on all the metal surfaces to prevent rusting, especially in humid weathers. One must also pour a few drops of oil here, preferably silicone oil, to keep the movement and the cocking action of the weapon smooth and to prevent corrosion. As for these peep sights or drum sights, I personally feel these are a bit too big to my liking. Would have been great if they came with varying sizes along with the elevation setting, with the maximum elevation being the finest aperture. So let's shoot. I would have loved to show you guys more marksman or more long range shooting POV style videos, but as you can see it is quite cloudy and quite windy today to be shooting long range, especially with a 7 joule air gun, so the pellets will be affected by the wind greatly. Now let's dive into the accuracy of this air carbine. My particular model, my particular piece took roughly 1500 shots to break in perfectly. That is a lot of shots, and it could take lesser shots for your particular piece. Every piece is built different, and also this carbine is also quite hold sensitive, so you might need to use artillery hold for best performance. Especially while resting it on something, you must keep your hand between the rest and the air carbine for maximum accuracy. This is what I've noticed. And also for accuracy, you must also keep both these screws tightened very well to prevent the wobbling of this dust cover, as this comes off and has the sight on it. So if this wobbles, your accuracy will be all over the place. My accuracy got significantly better after I diagnosed my air carbine with a wobbly dust cover syndrome. I have also made some accuracy videos at 30 meters and around 45 to 50 meters in my channel. After talking with other carbine users and with my own inputs integrated, the best pellets for this air carbine are my personal favorite: number 1, principal field target. Those seem to do well on any gun I put them through. And second being G Smith hyper impacts, and Excite Econ and Camstar flatheads also performed quite well. The max possible range of this air carbine should be around 100 meters, provided that you're using maximum elevation and also compensating the drop with a bit of holdover. And if we are to talk about the effective range of this air carbine, it should be around 60 meters for plinking and 45 meters for getting good groups. As for the power, it delivers 7 joules of energy, which should be 550 feet per second or so, with principal field target 8.7 grains. So I'll be demonstrating that here. Don't ever try this at home, by the way. Yikes, didn't make it through. But it's in there. Here's the pellet recovered. You can also see the rifling imprints on it. This air carbine also features a rifled barrel, by the way. Also, those who wish to know the bore diameter of this gun, it is very similar to Tornado. I will be showing it in a second. Now, I shall be discussing the problems related with this air carbine. So the first problem is this drum sight right here. It is a bit flimsy. You can see it doesn't perfectly align sometimes. You need to keep it oiled up. So the second problem is this screw right here. It needs to have a thread lock washer sandwiched between another bolt here. Otherwise it will come off loose from shots and it will eventually fall off. So for that, the process is also quite painstaking. You'll have to open all these, this and this screw, and then these two, and the stock will come right off, and then this dust cover should also come right off if I remember correctly, after removing these 2 screws. And then you'll have access to this compartment where the sight and its components are all seated. So all you have to do is install a thread lock washer between the 2 bolts, or just add 1 bolt after installing the thread lock washer. That will keep it from vibrating in place. Mine has stayed the same and it has been more than a year now. The problem is fixed for me. The second problem is this screw right here, the handguard screw. It keeps coming off, so a bit of Loctite will solve that, no problem. The third issue, not exactly a problem. It would have been cooler if this thing were extended all the way to the back, so you would have enough room to install foregrips and all kinds of accessories. At the moment, it only looks cool with a tripod attached here. A foregrip all the way in the front would look a bit ugly. The only major issue I found with this air carbine is that it is very picky with its pellet choice. I mean, I've tried so many brands, so many budget brands through it, and only Principal and G Smith seem to have performed well. All the other brands, they perform absolutely terrible. I mean, the accuracy is just not even worth discussing about. It is that bad. One more issue would be that the internals of this air carbine are too complicated. I mean, I had a look inside. I was afraid I would not be able to put it back together. So if it is being purchased by an amateur and something goes wrong, repairing it at home would not be an option probably.